My 1-year graduation anniversary is coming soon, so let me give you guys a rundown of my first year as a post-grad designer. There's been ups and downs, and a lot more downs than ups. I've been experimenting, doing all the things I wanted to do in university but never had the time. Learning the guitar, producing music, and starting a small business. And the whole time also applying to jobs on the side. A lot of applying. I gotta say, it started out fun. I was like, wow, I got all this free time to pursue all my hobbies and everything I wanted to do during school. And then over the months, it slowly turned into, for real, I'm unemployed right now. I really gotta find a job, bro. So one night, I decided to reprioritize my life. So I wanted to create new personal projects. And I was like, I got a lot of designers following me on YouTube, so why don't I bring you guys on for the ride? So if this can inspire you in any way, come along. Alright. Is this thing on? Jeez. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, you know what I'm saying? So last week I started my mini project series. I've been making little mini projects, trying to design more often, making projects, posting it online. Been doing pretty good. It's been doing pretty good. And if you guys don't know, hi, I'm Kyle. I'm a designer that graduated almost a year ago, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's almost been a year. Anniversary since my graduation. Makes me reflect, you know? Yeah, but after doing all those mini projects, you know, they were fun to experiment and stuff. And I think I'm ready to start my first actual case study project. If you don't know what a case study is, it's like when you design a whole app concept with all the features and different products, you know, as polished as you can get it, to put on your portfolio to show like what you can do and what you like doing. In the last video I kind of talked about this, but I was thinking, what should I do, you know? The possibilities are freaking endless, bro. I could really make anything, bro. I guess that's the good and bad thing about being a creative, you know? There's so many options for you to choose from that like sometimes you're paralyzed and really don't know what to do. From the past projects that I've done, I feel like my creativity really flourished when the constraints were really tight and I really had to think outside of the box to come up with innovative designs. So, you know, I was inspired by the downfall of Duolingo, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's talking about Duolingo and talking about how it's actually not that good of a language learning app, but I did appreciate their innovative UI that kind of gamified the learning experience. Maybe gamified it a little too much, you know what I'm saying? To the point that like it actually really didn't help you with learning a new language. So I wanted to create an app that kind of toes the line between gamified and very interesting and fun to use, but also functional, actually use methods that are proven to help language acquisition, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read up on some articles, see what's good, see what are some good techniques, and highlight that in my app. Yeah, I've made a lot of progress in the app, you know, I'm excited to show y'all.
Let me be clear.
Coming to life, he's coming to life, y'all. I was really stuck making this app. I did have a bunch of ideas, but I really didn't know where to start. So I just thought of, let me just get in there and make like some random mini game that I could incorporate into the app. So I thought of making this little matching game, you know, kind of inspired by the New York Times connections game. I was thinking about it, and at first I was just gonna make a little matching game to like match the words to the definitions, but I thought it would be more fun and interactive for the users to like associate the words via context of like what they are, categorize them with other words into groups, so you really kind of get a sense of where those words belong within the language. And I also worked on some of the animations. You guys might have saw that I was trying to make some idle animations for some of the characters, because my initial ideas for the design was to make it like a whole cutscene animation. At first I wanted to like hand animate it. It's like, maybe I should do it on like After Effects, and then I started looking into After Effects, and I did take a motion graphics class in college, but dang, using After Effects was so like, hurt my brain, bro. Shout out to all the editors out there, you know, they make those sick edits. That ain't me, bro. I was thinking about what if I just do everything in Figma, and that'll be kind of like a constraint where I have to think outside of the box to see what I can make in Figma. Probably wouldn't be full-scale cutscene animations, but it'll be like small stuff like those idle animations, like this little dude right here. I think the next steps with the app are to create the home page, and I do want to get started on the first immersive lesson, like interacting with the characters and stuff. But in a little bit, me and my friends are gonna go to SJMade. Artists from all over the country are coming to San Jose, you know. I guess San Jose be popping like that, you know. Usually it's a very boring city, so it's nice that it got something. See what they got, and I'm gonna give you guys an art haul when I come back. Yo, 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 yo! Just came back from the SJMade craft fair. First off, this is what I got. OMG! It's a little art print of some of my favorite little water type Pokemon. You know, you got Wooper, shout out Wooper, and Mudkip, you know. I got this from my sister. She's about to graduate soon. I don't think she watches my videos, so boom, I got her this. It's Kirby Epic Yarn, you know. I don't know if y'all know what that is. It's a Nintendo game that me and my sister used to play on the Wii. Yeah, it's kind of a niche game, you know. You don't really see too much artwork and merch about Kirby Epic Yarn. I always made her play this one because I didn't like how he looked because he had eyebrows. And I wanted to be Kirby, you know what I'm saying? So give this to commemorate that after graduation. And the last one I got for my girlfriend, just a little postcard with a bunch of things that I think she'll like. Got the Sunny Angel, the Smisky, and random little dudes like this dog. I really like that dog. That dog is cool. She has a lot of stuff like this on her wall. It'll make a good addition, you know what I'm saying? Got out of the coffee shop, and honestly I got a lot of work done. It's different than working in my room. When I'm a little tired, I jump in bed, you know, doom scroll. When I'm in the coffee shop, like, I work and then my brain hurts, and then I pick up my phone and be like, man, I can't use my phone, I'm at a coffee shop. And then I just keep on working. Got a lot of work done. I'm gonna show you when I get home. I was looking for food on the map and I saw that they opened a Chick-fil-A in town, bro, and it's not Sunday, so you know where I'm going. But I got that work done. You know, the app's looking good. I'm getting a lot of the animations and interactions going, and it's actually coming to life, you know. It's picking up. At the beginning I was a little slow because it was just all in my head, but now that it's like on Figma and like I could see like the direction it's going, I got a lot of hope now, and I got a lot of motivation to keep going. And for more motivation, I'm gonna get that chicken sandwich, you know what I'm saying? Guys, look how beautiful this is. This is a beautiful meal. Oh my gosh, look how crispy that is. Y'all get to see the first bite, you know. I'll let y'all see the first bite. I won't be stingy with the mukbangs, you know. Look at that. Bro, that's good. That is fresh, that is juicy. Hello guys, I am back in my room. I got a lot done. I'm excited to show you guys the final-ish designs for today's vlog. Alright. So here are all the screens I got, you know what I'm saying? It kind of look crazy right now because you kind of need a lot of screens for some certain animations. I was able to do a lot of them with components, like y'all can see the idle animations of the characters. Very cool and a little creepy. Trying to bring some life into the design, letting them move on their own. Okay, so let me show y'all the first user flow that I got. So he's saying, what's your name, you know? Then you got the voice input. It'll read what you say. He basically said what his name is. He said, oh, that's your name? Nice to meet you, you know what I'm saying? What a nice little fella, you know? I want to get to know this guy a little more. So we hit continue. Oh shoot, no we don't. You can click to get the pronunciation since it is Chinese characters. For an English speaker, they would want to see the pronunciation. And then you click again for the English translation. But at the cafe, I worked on the next interaction. Because you know, I haven't really animated this much on Figma. Like, it's a lot of uncharted territory, so it kind of takes me a long time to figure out how to do stuff, you know. I got a Jimmy Neutron brain blast through it, and that's what I got. Pick that apple, you know what I'm saying? Floating animation, sweet. Boom. You're holding the apple. He says you found it, and then that's where I left off basically. But it doesn't look like too much progress, but that took me like hours to figure out how to do the nested animations and stuff. Just design everything, like design the little fruits on Adobe Illustrator. Not too shabby, not too shabby. It's coming along, and I think now that I've gotten over the hump of actually making parts of the app real, I could see the vision a little clearer now. So, you know, it's only up from here. You know, I'm gonna keep on working and it's gonna be fast. Or you know, it's gonna be on my portfolio, and then I'll work on the next project. And if y'all know anything about UI UX design, you know that user feedback is the most important part, and be helpful in the comments if you guys just give your feedback on what I can improve with the design, your thoughts on the design, any like future ideas to expand in the future. I would definitely appreciate that. You know, UI UX design, all about the user, all about feedback. So if you got any thoughts, let me know, you know what I'm saying? Hope you guys enjoyed, you know, hope you guys seeing me develop and ideate the app. and see it come to life. You know, I actually got more progress done in this episode than the last episode, so I hope you guys like seeing the journey. I hope you guys finally get to see my vision of what I was yapping about. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching the series. Follow me on all the social medias if you want to get a little snippet of what I be working on these days. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, bro. Don't you think I be forgetting about that? Never, never, never. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe, stay creative, y'all. Peace.